my beautiful stars. If you're new here, my name is Molly and welcome to my little slice of pie here on the internet. For today's video, I am taking you along with me to check out some of the free little libraries in and around my city, and I'm really excited to check them out because I've never done this before. I've always seen them when I'm driving by and I'm just like, oh, I should check those out, and then I just never do. As you can probably tell if you've been following me around for a while that I've been getting more and more into books and stuff, and so I feel like it was just kind of natural for me to go ahead and check them out. I have a lot of books that I wanted to pass along. At first I was like, I only have like 4 that I want to maybe trade or give away. I ended up digging and I found some more. We'll switch over to my phone so that you can check out the vlog footage, and at the end of the video I'll show you what books I found. Alright, let's jump in. Hi my beautiful stars. So as you saw in the introduction, I am going to little libraries and I am so excited. This is my first time ever going to like a little library and doing like a little trade. So of course I have my little reusable bag and I only have 4 books with me. I meant to grab like a couple of more that I just didn't connect with when I was trying to read them, and I just like didn't really like the story. But actually these ones have been dug out from like my childhood bookshelf, and I have some Judy Moody books and Toad Heaven, which was one of my favorite books, and I just don't see myself reading these anytime soon. So I have one already clocked in. There's like 3 near my house and then there's like 1 a little bit further away, so we'll see how many we hit today, see if we find anything good. I don't feel right grabbing more than 4 books because I'm going to trade 1 book for another if I happen to find any. If I don't find any, I won't trade books, but we will see either way. If you're excited for this video, definitely give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the first little library. Let's go. So that first one was kind of a flop, so I'm gonna go check out another one that's only a couple minutes away and we'll see what we can find there. Little check-in. I was able to trade 1 book so far. I will show you all what I traded at the end. There are 2 more in mind, actually maybe 3, because there's one in my neighborhood but it's not like a little library. Someone just like made it and never officially put it on the website, so I might just try and figure out. One of them only has latitude and longitude, so I have no idea where the address is for it, so I'm gonna try and figure that out, and if I can't, I'll go to the other ones.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 of hunting down free little libraries in my city and surrounding cities. So I hit up a few yesterday and 2 of them were successful. I found 2 books, traded them for some of the ones that I had. I went through the rest of my books because I don't have a lot with me yesterday, so I didn't want to keep going if I didn't have enough books. Like, what if I came across a really good load and then I'm like, I don't have enough to trade? And I found some good ones I think are a good amount of different levels of reading, so I decided to show you the ones that I'm going to try and unload today and trade in for other books. So I have a Junie B. Jones, Stupid Smelly Bus. That's a classic. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Love this one. This is the sequel to The Doll People, which was like one of my favorite books growing up, and it's the meanest doll in the world. The story is so fun. The Day of Atonement. I got this for free when I ordered another book on Mercari, and I just don't see myself reading it. It sounds really good, but I just have so many other books I want to read first, and I just don't want it to be taking up space. Touching Spirit Bear. I read this in school, I think 6th grade, and I wrote a paper on it and stuff. And then my dad bought me a copy, but I don't see myself rereading it. It's a really good story though if you get the chance to read it. And then I have a Choose Your Own Adventure, The Train of Terror, which is really cool. So hopefully someone will enjoy that. And then I have the Plus one, which I actually got at the Dollar Tree, and it was really hard for me to connect to the story. The way it was written just like was really hard for me to connect to. I'll go get some coffee along the way and I'll bring you along with me for the fun. So let's see what we can find. Made it to number 1. I actually went to a different one and it was in somebody's driveway. Like literally, like you had to walk up into their driveway to get to it, and I was like, no, not today. So we're at a different one and then we're gonna see what we can find. Okay, not a shocker. I'm in the Starbucks drive-thru and I'm gonna get some caffeine. And I'm gonna keep hunting down some little libraries and see what else we can find. Okay, I took a pit stop at Five Below because they had Halloween t-shirts, so of course I had to go there. But I'm at the next one, and let's see what we can find. Okay, we are back. I went along and found a few different books, and I'm sorry if like the footage wasn't the best. It was hard. I'm like, next time I'll probably bring like my actual camera to like vlog most of the experience while I have my phone directing me where to go, because all the little libraries were in like cities that I know pretty well, but way back tucked into neighborhoods that I've never been to before, so I obviously needed my phone to direct me to where I was going. I did end up finding 5 books over the past 2 days, yesterday and today, so I'm going to show you which ones I found. I found Meg Cabot Haunted, and it's a tale of the mediator, and it's about Susanna Simon, and she's a mediator, so she is a liaison between the living and the dead, and she is this author wrote The Princess Diaries. This sounds really good, and I love a good like young teen adult novel, and it looks to be not super long, which is nice. Then I went to one that's not even on the Free Little Libraries website, but I've seen it in my neighborhood before. It's like the only one that I know of that's in my neighborhood, and I was like, maybe they have books in there, maybe they don't, but I'm like, why would it still be out there? So I decided to go there yesterday. I didn't film it because it was in somebody's yard like I said earlier, so I decided to just not film that one. But I did find Divergent, and I've actually never read this book before. I've seen most of the movies in theaters. I thought that they were pretty good. I know that people have mixed emotions about it, but thought I'd just give it a shot. I mean, it's kind of shocking to find the first book of a series. I've been seeing a lot of like 3rd and 4th books and stuff, so it was cool to find that one. Then today I found Behind Her Eyes, and this is by Sarah Pinborough, and I am so excited to read this one. It kind of sounds like jealousy thing between a husband and a wife, and then there's like a 3rd person in there, so it just sounded a little intriguing, kind of like a Lifetime movie. Then I found Slave to Fashion, which literally sounds like a movie that I would love if it was on like ABC Family or something, and it sounds a lot like mixture of like Confessions with a Shopaholic or of a Shopaholic and Bridget Jones, and it's set in London, which I love London. Studied abroad there and absolutely adored it, so of course I had to get it. And the last and really exciting book is Daughter of Sparta, and this really called to me. I thought it was really cool. I love how beautiful the cover is, and it's James Patterson, but it's actually by Claire M. Andrews. And when I opened it, it is a signed copy from Claire Andrews herself. That is really cool. I'm like, who would have just given this away? I thought that it sounded really good. It's about the gods and goddesses of Mount Olympus, and this person has to go along a journey to find stuff for Mount Olympus that was like stolen. So yeah, if you've read that book, let me know. It looks really good, and I think it's only a couple years old, which is really cool. That's everything that I found I traded for. I traded some of my old books for these ones, and not every little library had books that I was called to, which is completely fine, and a lot of them were actually overloaded with books, so I didn't want to drop off more if they were already kind of full. So I only traded with the ones that I found a book at, and then just replaced it with one of my own. If you did like this video, definitely leave it a like and subscribe, and if you want to see more videos like this, don't be afraid to comment down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, shine bright. Bye guys!